When students come to me for help with their lost GLO-BUS companies, I start with the two questions that seem to solve 95% of their problems. They are, first, what is your strategy? And second, are you the only store on your island? If you can't answer these two questions, then knowing whether to boost spending on website product displays or whether to buy new workstations is probably not going to do you much good. We'll cover the first question today and the second in the next video. To the question of strategy, I have paraphrased it to, are you BMW or Walmart? Of course, these are the two extremes, and I'm not saying that you can't be Honda or Target, but I think they help us understand how this fits into GLO-BUS or BSG. If you ever get around to reading the textbook, you'll see that the strategy that a company adopts shapes almost everything that company does. So adopting a strategy should greatly simplify your team meetings by pointing everyone on your team in the same direction and allow you to focus on other issues like productivity and employee motivation. BMW calls its cars the ultimate driving machine. If GLO-BUS and BSG were about cars and you chose to be BMW, almost every drop-down menu choice you made would be colored by this motto. If you haven't recognized it yet, what we're talking about here is the differentiation strategy. Don't be confused. Differentiation doesn't mean being different. Walmart strives to be different from other retailers by keeping prices low. A differentiation strategy instructs you to add the unique features to your product that customers value. Does this add to your production costs? Of course it does. But if you're adding the product design features that customers want, they'll be willing to pay for those features. Other things differentiation customers want is high quality and an extended warranty to match that quality. But of course, the buyer who demands quality probably also wants the latest design features and a product that fits just right. So you might keep this in mind when you consider R&D expenditures and the number of models that you produce. And of course, a strong PQ rating is a must for your demanding customers. In case it hasn't occurred to you yet, the demand curve takes hold here. With the differentiation strategy, you're going to sell fewer units. This means that you'll need to have a greater profit per unit in order to have the same level of corporate profits as your competitive rival. On the other hand, if your company's strategy is more Honda than BMW, you'll need to adjust the level of features and price downward accordingly. But always remember that your customers are looking for the same thing that you are when you buy things, a great value for their money. Give it to them. The other end of the strategy spectrum is the low-cost strategy. Walmart. This strategy also demands that you offer great value for your customers' money, but the price is lower, so a strong PQ rating is still a must. What you can do then is lower the level of features, models, and warranty period. The goal with the low-cost strategy is the inverse of the differentiation strategy. You'll want to cut out the features that customers don't value highly so that you can reduce your price accordingly. But it's important to notice here that with the low-cost strategy, you'll be at the lower end of the demand curve. You'll probably sell more units, but your margins, your profit per unit sold, will be tighter, and controlling costs will be critical. For this reason, you'll probably be wise to consider upping your best practices and productivity training. And if you're the Walmart of your industry, you may have to expand your production capacity to meet the high demand for your product. We'll cover that in a future video. As before, if your strategy is to be Walmart Light, Target perhaps, the same rules apply, but maybe to a lesser degree. Still, it's a matter of giving your customers the greatest possible value for their money. You've seen that GLO-BUS and BSG are pretty complicated, but picking a strategy simplifies the game dramatically. Knowing whether you're the only store on the island will make it even easier. So watch our next video. And drop us a note in the comments with your problems. We'll try to address them in a future video. And thanks for watching.